Welcome to Lords of the Night. With me, as always, your Lord of Penny. Say hello, Satsu.
Hello.
Lord of Punishment has the night off, but in his place tonight, we have sitting in the third chair, Mr. Jack. How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Good. You like how I gave you that Mister?
Yeah.
Mr. Jack. Is that what you have the little Asians call you? Mr. Jack?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Mr. Jack, please touch my no squares.
And that cute little giggle you hear is Becca. Hi, Becca.
Hi, Monkey.
And Becca is joining us as a special guest who should have been here last week. And I learned something about myself because of you, Becca.
What did you learn?
If you guys want me to remember something, have me be incredibly insensitive to you. Because usually if I have somebody on, it's like, okay, I'm going to have you on, but you have to remind me. You went through this, Becca.
I did.
You have to remind me. You have to. And then last week I wasn't here. And then I wake up and I look at my Twitter and it was Becca saying, okay, have me on. I'm like, oh, fuck me. It's all week. I've been like, I have to have Becca on. So, Becca, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing really good. Thanks for inviting me on.
Oh, happy to have you. Jack, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I've been busy all day. I'm kind of tired. And I got home early, so I was like, I was glad to see the invite because I could really decompress a little bit.
Cool. And it's a decompressed kind of night because there's no grown-ups here. Satsu, how you doing, my friend?
I am good. I used my smokeless grill for the first time today.
Oh, how'd that work out?
I fucking love this thing. It's awesome. It one of the few complaints that people make about it is it doesn't get as hot as some of the other grills, but it actually works like as a smokeless grill. Mm-hmm. So like all the other ones I've seen, they're like, yeah, they cook it way faster and the char marks are better, but the smokeless thing is completely worthless and doesn't do anything because there's still smoke. But this one does the smoke thing, but it doesn't get as hot, but it still cooks things really good. So we made some bomb-ass tacos tonight, and I was happy.
Their criticism of the grill is that the smokelessness works because it doesn't get as hot?
I guess so.
Case, whether they mean it or not. Real quick, thank you, Pinkalo, who says, LOL, Scribe replaced by a redhead. And Angry Leon, thank you. For all that is holy, keep on making her giggle. Yeah, well, we will do our best. Look, you got three really funny people here, so what else? Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, movies, video games. Hit the like button, guys, and share. And don't forget to follow these people if you don't already. Links are below.
Just don't follow too close to me. I like to swing at things that are behind me.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
I didn't work out real well for that old lady, but yeah, I'm sure she'll be okay.
It's Kyle. Thank you so much. Who says, hello, chat people, Monkey, Satsu, Jack, and Becca. Thank you. And hello back. Hope you're well.
Hi.
Should we dive into some newsies?
Man, fuck that shit.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, she's ready. Then, all right, let's do it.
All right, let's see. I'm going to turn that off because I don't need it. I don't have very many stories. I have two that are kind of related. Mm-hmm. The first one is the big story that's going on today. The New York Times and the Washington Post, they like to break stories on Saturday mornings because then they know it's going to be all that anybody talks about all weekend. They didn't count on Shane Dawson, which we'll get to later. Mm. Russia secretly offered Afghan militants bounties to kill U.S. troops, intelligence says.
Oof.
Yeah. The Trump administration has... What's that?
So not much of a secret. You know about it
anymore. The Trump administration has been deliberating for months about what to do about a stunning intelligence assessment. American intelligence officials have concluded that a Russian military intelligence unit secretly offered bounties to Taliban-linked militants for killing coalition forces in Afghanistan, including targeting American troops, amid the peace talks to end the long-running war there, according to officials briefed on the matter.
Briefed.
Yeah. I'm going to let you all guess. How many named sources do you think they have for this?
0.
Exactly 0.
You guys are like psychic, or you already read this shit. I'm not. I've read it, so I'll tell you. there's a secret offshoot of the Russian military.
Mm-hmm.
And where's the name of them again? I forget. They have some weird distinction. I can't find it. I don't care. Oh, no. Oh, there's Unit 29155, an arm of the GRU. And the GRU being the Russian military. Or the military agency. Reportedly, they have been exactly what it says at the beginning. This is a really long story for that little bit that they have there. They asked Putin's press secretary about this, and he goes, "We haven't been told about it, so we don't have a statement."
Yeah,
which is kind of a weird thing for them to say when they're the ones being accused of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, "What? We haven't heard about this shit." We apparently have been keeping this really tight. Nobody knew about this, and in a minute I'll tell you who that nobody includes. But really tightly kept. But it's expanded a little bit as we told people like the British, whose soldiers were apparently being targeted as well. And there's a whole bunch of people who are very, very upset at the president for not doing anything. How dare the president not do anything? We're going to move on over to the Washington Times.
Uh-huh.
Trump and Pence were not briefed on the intel about Russia bounties to kill U.S. troops, according to the White House.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it better or worse if he wasn't briefed?
That he didn't do anything?
No, the story in general.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
I feel like it's worse if he wasn't briefed. Because if he was briefed, at least you can say, you know what, maybe they're still looking into specifics. Maybe they're trying to make sure this is absolutely proper before they lock it down. Maybe he was trying to salvage the Afghan peace deal and didn't want to let them, get their way and have things fall apart. There's reasons why he might not have retaliated immediately. On the other hand, if his people are keeping this from him, that seems like a breakdown somewhere to me.
Mm-hmm.
A breakdown that maybe the president should have actually known about this. But anyway, this is the statement from Kayleigh. She said, while the White House does not routinely comment on alleged intelligence or internal deliberations, the CIA director, national security advisor, and chief of staff can all confirm that neither the president nor the vice president were briefed on the alleged Russian bounty intelligence. I don't see that as a good answer. I really don't. That's disturbing to me. But that's the big thing, and because of it, Traitor Trump has been trending all day. Shrouded Angel, thank you so much for the lock and load, Hippo. And Claudette Johnson, thank you so much. Furlough got extended for another month because of city-sanctioned riots. Cannot wait to vote these fools out. Also, primary runoff polling locations have been reduced from over 400 to only 57 locations. Damn. Get in line early.
So wait, Traitor Trump has been trending because he didn't do anything about the thing he didn't know about?
Yep.
Huh.
Well, the traitor thing started trending long before the White House came out with their statement. But, this is the biggest scandal of Trump's presidency ever, which I would agree. If it's true and he knew about it, this would be a scandal. Again, like I said, unless there's unless there's reasons, and there can be, believe it or not. We also might be doing our own clandestine response to this.
Huh.
Yeah, if we were going around, say, retaliating, specifically targeting Russian soldiers, do you think we would tell everybody?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I feel like we'd keep that close to the chest. Next up, we have divided Supreme Court rules illegal immigrants can be shielded from ID theft prosecution. Or can't be shielded, sorry. We talked about this story a while ago. where because of U.S. law, you couldn't prosecute an illegal immigrant for stealing somebody's ID. Which is, and everybody's like, that seems fucking weird, except for liberals who are like, yeah, that makes sense to me. A divided Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that illegal immigrants who use someone else's information when filling out tax forms for employment can face criminal charges, despite federal laws that liberal justices claim should prohibit such cases. The Immigration Control and Reform Act makes it a federal crime to lie on the I-9 work authorization form, while limiting how false information can be used. Federal law also says, quote, or information, quote, contained in the I-9 cannot be used for law enforcement other than specified exceptions. But the Supreme Court ruled that if workers use the same information in tax documents, they can face charges. Although IRCA expressly regulates the use of I-9 and documents appended to that form, no provision of IRCA directly addresses the use of other documents, such as federal and state tax withholding forms that an employee may complete upon beginning a new job, Justice Samuel Alito wrote in the court's opinion, which was joined by fellow conservatives Thomas, Roberts, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh. The IRCA also prohibits states or local government or local charges or civil cases against those who employ or recruit or refer for a fee employment unauthorized aliens. Thank you, Boban, for the hippo turning the hat backwards and giving a thumbs up. Yeah. They should have put him in he turned the hat backwards and get ready to arm wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Did nobody else watch Over the Top?
No.
Jack, help me out here.
Over the Top suck, dude. I'm sorry.
How dare you? But you know what I was getting at.
Yeah, I knew what you were going for, but I'm not going to support Over the Top.
You're just going to sit there and let me swing as everybody, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to look the other way embarrassed. If that counts. I don't know this dude Over the Top. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
By the way, it's Shroom's wife's birthday.
Oh, is it? What's her name?
Shroom said, she said, Shroom's boss.
Shroom's boss. All right. Shroom's boss. Around here, we do this. This one's for you. And a 1. And a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Shroom, you're fired.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
You're super, super duper fired.
Happy birthday, dear Shroom's wife. Boss. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Shroom's boss / Shroom's wife. I hope you had a good one. I really do. And yeah, if you guys can keep it on chat. I catch it when the box comes up, but otherwise I'm reading. So if there's anything happening. Where are we at here? But Alito noted that this makes no mention of state and local laws that impose criminal or civil sanctions on employees or applicants for employment. In the case Kansas versus Garcia, 3 immigrants who were in the U.S. illegally used someone else's social security number on their I-9 forms, as well as on tax withholding forms. They argued that state prosecution improperly used information from their I-9 forms. The state dropped charges that relied on those forms and agreed not to use them during their trials, while claiming that the law does not prevent them from using their use of false social security numbers on tax documents. Well, there you go. Wait, were these guys like trying to get tax refunds too? Boban, thank you for the dancing pair. He's partying. And Terry Diamandis, thank you. Scribe sounds fairly different today. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Good. I'm glad the court did this, because the idea that they actually make it so that you can illegally use somebody's social security number. You can steal an identity, which is the untold story of illegal immigration. It never gets talked about. One of the biggest problems with illegal immigration is identity theft.
Mm-hmm.
And it just ruins people's lives. They end up with their credit all fucked up, and they end up with all kinds of issues. You guys have seen the Law and Orders with this stuff. They're like, no, sorry. Yes, we have proof they're guilty, We're not going to talk about that. You can't use that proof.
Scribe said he could come on if he doesn't have to read.
Oh, well, where's he at there? Oh, yeah. Normally I send the DM even on days when he's not here to the regular DM, but I had talked to Satsu last privately, so I just dropped the link there. Give me a second there, Scribbles. I'll drop you the link.
Stop lying. You ain't talk to me.
You motherfucker. Do you want me to show it on screen? I can do that. Yeah.
He would.
I would. Motherfucker, you call me a liar.
Fucking liar.
Prospero, thank you. Scribe is in chat waiting for the link. He's got it. Calm down. I appreciate the donation and the heads up. Yeah, I saw a thing today. Judges have ruled that kids have to be reunited with their parents. I'm fine with that. Just do it south of the border.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full show tonight. Hello, Scribbles.
I think we found Zombie Scribe.
What the hell was that?
That was me after 2 hours of proofing a data file that was 7,000 records long.
Oh.
As usual, I overestimated how much time it would take me to do because I thought there's no way I'm going to try to power through this thing. But I didn't really power through it. It's a long story. Anyway, yeah, I should have been done with that thing way earlier this afternoon, but there were connection issues as soon as I got done with my TEDx with the office, and those weren't resolved until, well, they weren't really resolved, but they were resolved long enough that I was able to send myself the file before the connection died again and worked on it from home, and that's what took so goddamn long. Anyway, as long as I don't have to read any words for a while, I'll be okay. Hello, Becca Fairley.
Hello, Scribbles.
This is the first time we've been on a stream together, I believe.
That is true.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your support on the TEDx's and everything else. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. I'm happy to help.
And I will allow you to continue with whatever you were doing because I don't know where you were at.
You're not going to say hi to Jack or Satsu?
No, he doesn't like us.
Sorry. I always go for the pretty girls first.
I knew he didn't like me, but Jack? What did Jack do?
So many things.
What did Jack do? I don't know. How long have we been? Yeah, never mind. At least you're not Polly. Jesus.
Oh, geez. Yeah,
I know.
Everybody hates Pilot.
God, we'd be arguing over Batman and Robin and Batman Forever or something at this point.
Okay, next up, I apologize for the headline, guys. I didn't write it. YouTube star Shane Dawson under fire over Willow Smith masturbation clip.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. YouTuber Shane Dawson is being called out once again, this time for appearing to touch himself inappropriately to a poster of Willow Smith, when she was just 11 years old.
What?
The disturbing clip that surfaced Saturday shows Dawson staring at a photo of a preteen Smith while pretending to masturbate.
Oh.
He also sexualizes the lyrics to Smith's 2010 debut single, Whip My Hair.
How old is this clip?
What's that?
How old is this clip? This is some outrage archaeology, isn't it?
Well, it's outrage archaeology that's going along with a lot of other weird shit he used to do.
Yeah.
It's also weirdly sexual towards minors.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just want to know how the fuck it resurfaced. Like how the fuck does something like that just like, oops, here I am again?
Somebody's been sitting on that, waiting for that right moment to get even with him.
I guess.
Is Jenna Marbles sort of like the YouTube Harvey Weinstein now that she's gone down? The thrust has to be to find every long time or successful YouTuber and bring them down as well.
This is only tangentially related to that. Shane Dawson got into some kind of beef with Jeffree Star and that group again, and so people came after him for that. You got to be careful with them stones in those glass houses.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you, Okie Native. I ran into this old guy earlier complaining how his hip hurt. I took this from his wallet when I got him back into the ambulance. It's the least he could do after he messed up my headlight.
Jesus.
Oh,
Thanks.
Grim.
Dawson is 12 years older than Red Table Talk co-host, who is now 19. Shane Dawson doing this to a picture of Willow Smith. Disgusting. No apology can erase that. Just disappear, my guy, wrote one tweeter. Just hours before the clip was brought to light, Dawson, 31, issued an apology via YouTube for past comedy bits that include racial stereotypes and blackface. And this is kind of where it stops. They give part of his apology where he talked about the blackface, but they don't mention that in there he also talked about the other weird, disgusting shit he had done. For instance, talking about how he doesn't understand why it's wrong to masturbate to naked babies online.
What?
Or talking to a 12-year-old after her mother has left about sex.
What?
Yeah.
He just came out and just said he did all these things, right?
No, those are still on video, so he had to acknowledge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He hid a lot of these videos, but far too long after people had already saved them. You can still see all of these clips. Just type in Shane Dawson and break it down by videos from today, and you will see all of them if you'd like to. Officer Buck, thank you. Sorry for your stream comment section, Scribe.
What happened?
I don't know.
He's apologizing for being like something he said in your comment section.
Oh, you'll have to remind me between the TEDx and the data file. My brain has left me. But I appreciate the apology. Obviously you feel bad about it, and that's good enough for me.
Did Shane Dawson respond? Wait, Will Smith and his family sent out a message about this, right?
Both Willow and Jaden Smith have commented on this.
Oh, yes. God, Jaden Smith.
Now, if Will Smith comes out, Shane Dawson's got the perfect opportunity to put in, quote, parents just don't understand.
Check Your Logic says Dawson isn't 21, he's 30. Nobody said he was 21, but listen back. They said he was 12 years her senior and that she's 19. That gives you 31, my friend. Go ahead.
It's kind of stacking up against this guy that the comments he's making are probably just edgy stuff, but it's starting to really make him look bad because all this is on video and it's all kind of coming out at once.
Boban, thank you so much for the pop-up hippos. And Officer Buck, thank you. I had so much to say about that TEDx. Well, there you go.
Oh, the comments section. See, my brain said chat during the stream, and I've seen the notifications of the comments. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. The actual comments section. Sorry, that's me being. No, you don't need to apologize. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, the blackface stuff. That one I can go. Okay, edgy humor. Is he racist? I don't know. Yeah. But this stuff is kind of. It's creepy in a way. We talked about this on Monkey in the Morning last night. Not this part, because we didn't know this part, but the other stuff that he had done. And I don't know if it makes him actually a pedo or, unsafe to be around. I wouldn't let my children around him. I wouldn't let my grandchildren around him. It's just, at one point, he's got a 12-year-old girl kneeling next to him as he sits on a couch. And he has an adult woman next to him. And, they show the girl what happens during sex by taking a rabbit peep, turning it upside down so that it kind of looked like a wiener. And the girl takes it, the adult woman, and slides it up into her dress. Now, she doesn't penetrate herself.
What?
yeah.
But yeah. Like
no.
And then with the I'm not sure why it's why it's such a big deal to jack off the pictures of babies on the internet when they're naked. Like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I get edgy. I go right up to the line, but that is like taking a running long jump leap past the line. Well, thank you, Boban, who says let them eat themselves. What were you saying there, Jack? I apologize.
No, that's fine. It's just one of those other things that YouTube seems to look the other way on certain bad behaviors from other creators. If one of us had said that, we'd be gone. But because he brings in a lot of money, he can make all kinds of pedo comments.
How old were these videos again? I'm sorry, I must have missed that part.
They didn't say.
Oh, okay.
But they are they're several years old.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Jack made a good point because he's got money. He probably, got away with it for so long. But there's edgy, and then there's like Damascus kitchen knives. Like this shit is like
Damascus kitchen.
Like you have stepped beyond edgy at this point. You were a samurai sword, and now we got some problems.
Jesus.
Yeah, he says in his apology that he was disgusted by himself at the time. He knew it was wrong, but he was just trying to be like Howard Stern.
What? Oh yeah, remember those broadcasts where Howard Stern like simulated? No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna say.
Yeah, right. Because it did. Look, Howard Stern's a degenerate, but he never went like that.
No.
And he also tried to. I forgot to mention this on Monkey in the Morning last night, guys. So this part is also kind of funny. He was depressed at the time, and he kind of had a rough upbringing.
Okay.
And
exactly. This has what to do with what now?
Look, personal responsibility is colonialist patriarchy. He's just decolonizing that so that it's collective responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all this happened sometime in his late 20s, I'm guessing.
This would be early to mid 20s.
Okay, so he was a legal adult.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You.
Well, I don't think he helps himself when he says he knew it was gross at the time.
Right. It's like, well, it's like, okay, I want to be like Howard Stern, so I'm going to like totally go against all of my morals or, personal shame to do something to get clicks.
Right.
That I mean, even if that's true, that's not a good look either. It's like,
yeah. So good job, Shane, on getting your name out there. You'll get more popular now that Will Smith's son has shouted you out.
You think YouTube will kick him?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he loses 75% of his fan base, he'll still have more than all of us combined. So
sure. Yeah, exactly.
So
He's not hurting.
The best thing that could happen would be that Will Smith produces a movie version of it and has Jaden Starr in it. That'll ruin the sketch.
Jaden Smith as Shane Dawson.
That would be kind of creepy on the masturbation scene when he has to direct that.
Yeah, will Jaden be playing Shane Dawson? Because that'll get real awkward.
Oh, sorry. Jaden Smith as Willow Smith.
Oh, even worse. All right, guys, that's all I got for news tonight. So we're going to move on to the hashtag MSS News. If there's a story you'd like us to take a look at, hit us up at the hashtag MSS News over on the Twitter machine. We can't get to them all, but that's just because Shane Dawson is a degenerate.
Nerd.
Let's see. What do we have up here first? Can you guess who's the first one in there?
Frosted.
And you're psychic, sweetie.
I try.
Am I oh God. Frosted corner. I'm not sure how to be a good white person, but I am trying.
Well, what's the title of the article?
Snubber, thank you. Was he doing it for comedy? Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. This is why I'll give him a pass on his blackface and his jokes, because if you watch those, it's clear he's trying to be funny. If you watch the one with him with the 12-year-old girl, it does not seem like he's trying to be funny. If you listen to the one where he talks about whether or not it's okay to touch yourself to children online, it's debatable, because the woman that he's talking to, when he starts to go into this, she says, oh God, he's going to talk about it. I've told you not to say this. So he's at least said it before, and maybe he was saying it's a joke, but maybe I just misread the way he speaks. It's go watch it for yourself, and you decide.
Yeah, this was a while back when we were talking about this whole situation that happened before, because I remember he was getting ready to say something fucked up, and I guess he was able to eventually wave it off as it's just a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually remember talking about that.
So go listen to yourself. Don't take my word for it, because the one with the 12-year-old girl, there's no joking at all there. I don't see any. The only thing you see is a couple of awkward laughs, especially from that adult woman who was sitting there, but still went along with it.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is. It's very weird shit, and yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure how to be a good white person. I've been quiet. As the world percolates and rises up around me, I've stayed home. I've watched the movements and the moments via Twitter and Apple News and through Trevor Noah from his living room.
Does Trevor Noah know that you're watching him?
Yeah. The camera I planted is working perfectly.
Yeah, they didn't specify that he was doing a stream or show or anything. They just said watching him in his living room.
Trevor Noah's your news source.
Exactly.
I believe that Black Lives Matter more than anything in this precarious moment, but I don't know what to do about it.
Don't kill any black people, I guess.
Satsu, you need to look up this woman. Her name is Kitty Ireland. Listen to this next thing. I give money because that's a thing I can do. There you go, dude.
Oh,
go drop a Streamlabs link.
Let me go do that. I'll let you guys know how well she pays for her
sins,
her oppression.
I support the Bail Project and local BLM initiatives and individual GoFundMe campaigns that I think will actually help in some tangible, immediate way.
Oh, so you're donating to Biden then? Okay.
She's not going to donate to me then.
I sign the petitions that pop up in my Facebook feed. I wonder if any number of petition signatures has ever changed anything. Thank you, John. Migda, hi, Jack, and hi, not Jax. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Fuck off.
I don't go to marches and protests. I would if it weren't that I have cancer and there's a global pandemic going on.
Yeah, that's probably a good reason.
That's a really good reason.
I was about to say, you sound like some kind of online slacktivist. Oh, never mind. Cancer.
Yeah, I don't want to die, so yeah.
I would have taken either of those reasons, actually.
Right.
Sure.
We all have to look out for our own health and safety. Indeed. I listen. I follow POCs on Twitter, including several I would consider friends in the way that people become friends on the internet after reading each other's blogs and engaging in like-minded comment exchanges or reading the same books.
I can understand that.
Okay.
I like groupthink.
Yeah, this was are you friends with any POCs you disagree with?
Right.
Or do you follow any that you disagree with?
That doesn't exist. That's a right-wing talk.
I listen to my IRL black friends, as few and distant as they may be. She got a black friend, yo. I listen to my colleagues of color. I have been quiet, but I've been listening. What I hear is deep pain and fear of people whose lives are in real imminent danger all the time. And it seems that the world all the time.
You want to know why that is? Never
Because
mind.
they're doing stupid shit.
Never mind. We can't talk about why our lives are the most at danger on average. We only can talk about why it's sometimes in danger.
You keep those hate facts to yourself, mister.
Officer Buck, thank you. This sounds like a Jack donation. I would give and do more, but the cancer prevents me. You're right. Maybe she's donated Jack before.
And we have a birthday.
We have another birthday?
Adonis Bartolote.
Adonis. Somebody remind me after the story. We'll get it.
All right.
But happy birthday, sir. Where are we at here? And it seems that the world has just ignored this inarguable fact for at least a few hundred years. This makes me angry. So I can only imagine how angry the people experiencing this injustice must feel. It's deep, multi-generational, ancestral anger. Why haven't we fixed the obvious injustice by now? Well, honey, the same things they're mad about, you can be mad about. Except for you have to be honest about it, and it's just not black people that the police have been killing.
Yeah, I mean, I was walking by the slave trader post the other day, and it was like, why don't we stop this shit?
Yeah, you'd have thought we'd have fixed it by now. Like, why can't they vote yet? Oh, God. I was a naive white child of the 70s, raised by hippies. Really? Really?
I know, I'm shocked.
Raised by hippies in the racist enclave of North Idaho.
Okay, well, North Idaho was and or is certainly.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. No. The next line. I want to read the last part again to make the next line actually really sink in. I was a naive white child of the 1970s, raised by hippies in the racist enclave of North Idaho. I was taught not to be racist by my elders by way of very unnuanced message. It's wrong to be racist. Boban, thank you. That is very, very kind. That's very, very kind. In Corona, California, there's an Actavis Generics specialized infectious diseases with joint ventures. Did he do this just to make it because he knows I can't read these things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zhejiang Chiral Medical Chemicals Co. Limited, China. The first coronavirus case in the U.S. was in California, November 2019. Needs more scrutiny. You might be making a little link there because we already know that we can trace the person who had come back from China with it. At least the first person they knew who had it. So I still wouldn't trust that place. Corey, thank you. I give this money to Jack. I'd give this money to Jack, but I had cancer, so I must support my fellow cripples as I am audibly crippled. Are you having to? Corey, do you have to read this? I've seen the way Google translates it. Oh man, if you have to read this, I feel bad.
I've listened to the way Monkey reads, and you've had to translate this?
Now, I want to go back to that last part of the story. Thank you guys for the donation. Seriously, that's very kind. The racist enclave, but she was taught not to be racist, but it was unnuanced. What more nuance do you need besides don't be racist?
Well, if there's nuance to a message like that, maybe there's nuance to other messages like teach men not to rape.
Or maybe it was unnuanced because it said don't be racist unless it's to white people.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, it was missing some major, very important context, I think.
Look, shithead, not you guys, this lady. You're not sure how to be a good white person? Listen to what you were taught because it was very simple. Don't be racist. The end. If you do that, you're fine.
It's too simple.
That seems like you're not putting in the work.
Yeah.
Whatever the work is.
Look, I feel like, personally, if don't be racist is not enough for white people, then don't shoot Negroes should not be enough for black people.
God damn you, I was about to drink.
Look, I'm just saying.
That's
like,
too unnuanced.
What are you doing to stop the violence that goes on? Nothing? Okay, then you're not doing enough. Like, I'm tired of there being, like I said, a good majority of a lot of the social justice talking points that take place nowadays, on its face, I don't really have an issue with. But almost every single one of them has this fucking unbelievable caveat to it where it's just like, yeah, well, we believe in this thing, but only to this extent. And it pisses me off so much because I'm just like, I'd probably be a SJW if they were very consistent with everything that they talk about. Like, we believe in this and we believe in it universally. And I'm like, fuck yeah. But no, they're so goddamn inconsistent on everything. I'm just like, I can't do it.
Nuance is a bitch. Thank you, Corey, who says, I wear hearing aids, which also have Bluetooth connections, so I hear you as well as you speak. Oh.
Well, that's too bad.
Have you ever thought they were broken when you were listening to me? And Boban, thank you. Overheard in the Chop Chaz zone. Did you come here to die? Nah, bro. I came here to yesterday.
No.
And I was outraged to see a guy walking around with a noose around his dog's neck.
It's a pull cord. The dog works at a NASCAR garage. I'm sensing a connection.
Yes,
Okay.
he is the door operator.
Whose birthday was it? It was
Adonis.
Adonis. Adonis, it's your birthday around here. We do this. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, y'all was just gonna step on me like that? Okay.
Happy birthday, dear Adonis Bartolone.
Y'all rude as fuck.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Adonis. Wow, that was like a whole party actually singing. Satsu, I did not step on you at all.
I did. I totally did.
I am unnuanced racist.
Nuanced racist.
I took a look over at some white sheets that were sitting there, and I was like, I'm stepping on this.
My racism exists due to lack of context.
Yeah, and lack of audio cues. Real quick, thank you, Cryptic. I went back to the projects where I grew up. The lady that was my neighbor is now 80 years old and offered me some tea. She is now blind, so I took her purse and now giving you the money from her life savings. You can thank me later. Thanks, Cryptic.
You know, these backstories to the donations are just little works of art in and of themselves.
They are.
Yeah, they're nightmare fuel, too.
You should have seen the pity donations I was getting that one night when we read that article saying that whenever you give to black people, you need to give with pride. And there was
those were not pity; those were proud donations.
Nah, they were really pity donations.
Speaking of which, Jack and Satsu's Streamlabs links are in the chat. You guys can give pity or horrific donations to either one of them. They'll be kind of happy to take them. Next up, Massive Dynamics. His name on there is Massive Dynamics because I'm shadow banned from Scribe. That's his name on Twitter.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. Load the story. Come on. TV networks enlist private investigators to scour Star's social media for racism.
Yep.
Wow. A handful of TV networks have enlisted the help of California private investigator to check Star's social media for any racist or otherwise unsavory posts. Big-name TV networks such as CBS, MTV, and VH1 are working with Studio City-based Edward Meyer and Associates and have asked the private investigators to scour their production. You don't have to say it 4 times.
Well, isn't this what the paparazzi does?
Yeah, but by then it's too late.
Oh.
This is so you can get ahead of it and call them racist yourself and kick them off. This way it doesn't catch you, you know.
I suppose.
In recent weeks, at least 6 TV and reality stars across several networks have been fired or pulled from their roles after the discovery of offensive behavior on social media. Offensive behavior or social media. The CW announced on June 8th that it fired the Flash actor Hartley Sawyer after several alleged racist, misogynistic, and homophobic tweets were unearthed, according to the Hollywood Reporter.
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer reportedly made offensive posts on a since-deleted account before he signed on with the show. Delete the account, dumbass! Boban, thank you. I am white. America belongs to my ancestors who are from the continent of Pangea. So much for your historical claim on my land. It belongs to the Asians, man. We are on Asian land. Oh, God. So, yeah, I'm surprised more of this doesn't happen, or that it took them this long to do this stuff.
Well, they're just ramping up for a big purge.
What are they going to do? I mean, a lot of the actors, in a lot of these shows, you want young actors, and a lot of these young actors were, teenagers during the shitposting years of the internet.
Look, no, you have to burn all the witches to make room for honest, puritanical, holy people.
That's the best. That's the best explanation I've heard. The next story comes to us from senior staff correspondent and chief Florida correspondent Colleen Bernier, and this is a really fucked up headline. Deaf Rome man arrested for beating his blind girlfriend with a machete.
Beating her with it, like the flat side?
I hope so.
Sure.
Police said they arrested a deaf man in Rome for physically abusing his blind partner. Clyde Reeves III was arrested on charges of aggravated assault, battery, exploitation of a disabled person, and the possession of a weapon during a crime. Reeves' arrest stems from. So if he'd have beat her with his hand, he'd have been a little bit better off.
Yes.
Becca, you're a woman.
I am.
Would you rather be beaten with a machete or a hand? Does it matter?
With a hand.
All right. So we'll beat her later.
What if we put a foam finger on the machete?
What was that?
What if we put a foam finger on the machete?
Ooh.
That would work.
That's just a giant hand.
See?
Wait, isn't this a movie with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder?
Which one?
Well,
they had several.
That guy and a blind guy. Team
Oh, see no evil, hear no evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry Demonis, thank you. Poor thing never saw it coming. How dare you?
Oh.
Go sit with Frosted for a little bit. You got a 5-minute corner. Reeves' arrest stems from an incident to which police responded on June 22nd around 3:45 p.m. at the home along Green. Nobody cares where it was at. According to an incident report, the Rome Police Department officers were called out to the scene by the homeowner regarding a fight her two tenants were having. Police say they discovered Reeves was deaf and replied on writing through his phone and on paper to interview him. Police also spoke with his girlfriend of 5 years who told them she had gone blind because of an earlier beating she had received by him. Why are you with him?
Yeah. Maybe he keeps changing his voice and she thinks she's dating different guys.
Oh. Maybe.
The plot.
He beat her blind and then came back as someone else.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. I was just kidding. You took it too far.
He beat her till she was blind and she stayed with him. What is wrong with women? Becca, what is wrong with you?
It might be a self-esteem issue. You never know.
No,
Well,
that
fix
goes
it.
beyond self-esteem to pathology. That chick needs psychological help.
Yeah.
Real quick, I gotta grab a couple of labs here. Thank you, Anand. Don't worry, this isn't my last $5 or anything. I spent that 2 weeks ago. I saw this sitting on the counter from outside as I walked past the gas station. Who the hell leaves $5 in pennies just laying around? Hell, where'd they even get that many? It's probably to give a penny, take a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Evolved Potato. More money for the Chinese body parts dealers. They really like the younger organs. They're best around 5 or 6. You know what spinal fluid sells for? Not to mention the actual spine. Well, enough about my weekend. Remember, children are basically money. Thanks, Evolved. That was dark.
Wow.
Boban, thank you. Why do I have to lie down and take the nonstop assault by the left and media just to prove that I'm not racist? You don't. Have fun with it. Laugh at them like we do.
Tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
They don't like that.
Yeah. Next up, this one comes to us from Judge Death. And I've seen this since yesterday. And he says, weren't you guys talking about something like this coming? Orange County Democrats call for John Wayne Airport to be renamed.
I thought that was something that they were pushing for back when that whole Playboy thing came out.
Well, let's see, because I see that here in these articles. So let's see what it says. I see those words. Democratic officials in Orange County, California, are calling for the John Wayne Airport to be renamed amid the resurfacing of comments the late Western movie star made decades ago.
What's the
This is
age
from
of this
today.
article? It is?
Today, yeah.
Huh. Because they might as well have just like copied and pasted from when the whole thing arose in the first place, because they were pushing for that name change back then too.
On Friday, the Democratic Party of Orange County passed a resolution condemning the Duke for racist and bigoted statements he made during an interview with Playboy in 1971. The resolution called for the Orange County Board of Supervisors to remove Wayne's name, statue, and other likenesses from the international airport and restore its original name, Orange County Airport. He got in trouble for some stuff that he said in 1971. Anyhow. Yeah. Next up, we have this from Shrouded Angel. What? All right. Topless mom arrested after sharing pictures of children painting her breasts.
What?
Rahana Fatima, 33, from India, previously stoked controversy when she attempted to enter the Sabrimala shrine in the wake of the Supreme Court order allowing women of all ages to offer prayer at the temple. I feel like that has nothing to do with her titties being painted by children. An activist has been arrested for posting a YouTube video showing her 2 children painting her topless body. Police in India have just released details of the bizarre case. She was booked by the local police for posting a video on social media platforms, which her 2 minor children are painting her breasts and torso. They did a good job. I mean, it's pretty what they painted on her. I'll throw it in chat if you guys want to see. You can't see her titties in this. Her nipples look a little hard, but they're painted, so that's no different than they're wearing something.
Cryptic, thank you for the donation. Last night we had a hailstorm that knocked out the power to a retirement home. Not everyone lives, so I went shopping. The money was great, but for what it's worth. The money wasn't great, but for what it's worth, here's what I can give you for what I obtained. Wow. That's fucked up. But thank you.
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, there's more to that so they can talk about it, but there's not much more to that story. She let her minor children paint her titties.
Okay,
Yay.
so when you first read it, I thought you meant like she sat there topless and they just painted.
Yeah.
Like, they were like painting on paper trying to draw them or something. I didn't know literally.
No, they painted her titties.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's weird.
Eric Peters, thank you so much. Need more Mountain Dew. And Officer Buck, thank you. Flat. She's laying down, dude. All titties are flat when they're laying down. If they're not, then they're fake.
I have artificial ingredients in my food monkey. I'm just saying. It's okay. Over on the Streamlabs, thank you, Pete, for the donation with no message. It deletes your messages a lot, so if you had one, toss it in chat and I'll read it.
I'm trying to find just one more because I want to get to YouTube time here because we have several people on the show today. Let's do this one from some jackass named Jack Cochran.
Yeah, that guy's a dick.
People are calling for museums to be abolished. Can whitewashed American history be rewritten? After years of resisting calls for its removal, New York's American Museum of Natural History has asked the city to dislodge from its front steps an equestrian monument to Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th president of the United States, which depicts him charging forward and towering over 2 mostly nude figures, one black and one indigenous. No, Indian. Stop with that indigenous shit. It's not like they're fucking Aborigines. If you want to call them something else, call them Chinese because that's what they are. In a statement dated June 2020, sent to museum staff, posted on the museum's website, Ellen Futter, president of the institution's board, said, "As we strive to advance our institution, our city, and our country's passionate quest for racial justice, we believe that removing the statue will be a symbol of progress and our commitment to build and sustain an inclusive and equitable," I hate that fucking word, museum community and broader society. After the announcement, Donald Trump tweeted, "Ridiculous, don't do it." Because of course he did. Might this concession be a harbinger of changes ahead for American museums? How can institutions whose leadership is often overwhelmingly white rethink their staffing, collections and exhibitions, much less move towards more truly equitable governance. Or some ask, should museums continue to exist in anything like their current form? I'm not reading the rest of that shit. With the way things are moving right now, no, you pretty much have to tear them all down. Maybe not tear down the structure, but tear out everything inside it and rebuild it.
Oh, you mean defund it?
Yes, I mean they need to be defunded.
Okay.
They need to be abolished without getting rid of them.
Well, what they'll do is they'll get rid of all of them, and they come up with a new term for a museum, because the idea of a museum is probably like colonialist archiving or something, and they'll restructure it that way with propaganda.
And it'll be the exact same fucking thing.
With more propaganda, yeah.
Thank you, Officer Buck, who says, combat whitewashed history with POC washed history. Yeah. Basically what we're just talking about there. I said before, some of the statues, if they want to remove them, I'm okay with it as long as they go to a museum. Museums are specifically there for you to go and learn about things. If you go into a museum, say a Confederate War Museum, and you cry because you walk past statues of Confederate soldiers, you're an idiot. What'd you expect to find there?
Look, a museum is just a monument to colonialism. And by putting all these in one place, you're creating a spot of evil that will blight the society that's around it, which is getting woke.
I feel like a lot of lost question marks are just like roaming around right now.
Oh God. Anyway,
they'll find any reason they can. They'll move the statues to a museum, then they'll defund the museums and destroy the statues, or they'll just quietly remove them off the showcase and take them out back and melt them down.
Right.
If they want to do it. They'll find a way to manipulate and erase history. These people aren't going to stop at statues. It's obvious, because they said only the Confederate ones. Now they're going after abolitionists and founding fathers. It's not going to stop. They're just going to keep pushing as far as they can.
Dude, they're attacking statues and shit of people that are on the side of the history they want to bring light to. So it's just like, well.
Have you seen the ones where they have nooses tied around their necks to try to pull them down?
Yeah.
Facts.
Better not tell NASCAR about that. All right, guys, we're going to move on to YouTube time. God damn it. First up, Scribbles, what you been doing?
Well, I did a TED Excellence today. The poll I put up yesterday, at the time that I started prepping the TEDx, the winning subject at the time at least was restorative justice. And so I had a TEDx that was titled simply, A World Without Prisons. And the lady opens up by saying, take a moment and imagine what a world without prisons would be like. And I'm suddenly thinking World War Z, and you would have thought, in the course of presenting this notion of a world without prisons, that she would have offered up the alternative. Never did. Just sort of a list of complaints and a list of reasons why prisons don't work, or worse than nothing at all or something. And just like nearly every other restorative justice presenter I've ever watched or listened to, they never address the serial rapist or murderer question. Because unless they set a line of, from these sorts of crimes down, restorative justice is an option, which I might be on board with at least listening to. By not setting a line, you just go straight to the top, because everything is forgivable, apparently. And she never brings it up. So, and she was talking from New Zealand. She wasn't even talking about America, but she had the exact same spiel as a American restorative justice practitioner. And so, I mean, apologies to my audience. I was hoping we'd at least hear something, even if it was a ridiculous proposition, but we didn't even get that. But elsewise, I plan on doing another TEDx tomorrow. Granted that, I have to work again tomorrow morning for different reasons. and I'll probably need the catharsis. So stay tuned for that, guys. Keep an eye on the Twitter machine for that. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Satsu, what you been up to?
Not a motherfucking thing. I took a break. I meant to hit you up at some point in the day so we can do a live stream or whatever for the 7 Days to Die stuff. But I got caught up trying to make a video using my new smokeless grill or whatever, because I got a video coming out for that to let you guys know how it works and if it's worth buying. Spoiler, it is. But yeah, I got caught up doing that stuff for most of the day, and then me and Squishy had to talk about something, and that took a long time. So I'm just like, all right, well, nothing to do today. So,
all right, Jack, what you been up to?
I was going to work on some videos, but some real world stuff kind of took precedence. But I came home early, and I've been watching the Chaz. And the Soymalians seem to think that the police are going to swoop in any minute now. So I've been watching it.
Oh.
Hoping.
What?
Jack?
What?
Scribe just
That
said,
was weird.
No, I was just saying, oh, the cops are moving. That's all I meant. Sorry.
No, I thought you had a comment there.
No. I was just like, I'm going to go try to find a live feed. That's all. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, they haven't moved in yet. I got it up. I'll throw a live feed in the
Okay.
side chat for you. But yeah, Satsu, check your Streamlabs. But yeah, that's what I've been mainly obsessing about over the last couple hours. There's been some hilarity of like man on the street interviews and stuff. I posted links on Twitter. And if you get a chance and they don't take those down, watch some of the man on the street interviews because they are outstandingly stupid.
Okay. Evolved Potato, thank you. Guess who also got money from selling body parts? This time it was a live baby. Oh, God. Don't worry. I took it from the hospital nursery, so the parents didn't have that much time to get attached. Bro.
Oh.
Wow. Boban, thank you. Say hi to the baby in the background.
Oh, shit. I got my headphones on. I didn't even hear her.
Yep.
She mad.
She does sound mad. Miss Becca.
Yes.
Lots of people probably know you from hanging out in the chat, but you actually do stuff on the YouTubes.
I do. So we started a new show called No Opinion. And when I say we, I mean Mr. Moo, Johnny Bonsacco, and I. And we actually have a show tomorrow night on Johnny Bonsacco's channel.
All right. What time do you guys usually do it?
Sundays, it's 8 p.m. Central Time. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do it 1 a.m. Central Time. So it's really late.
All right. Her channel is linked below, guys. Make sure you go over there and check it out. And you have, if I remember right, links to the other two guys on your channel if you go to it.
I do.
So, yeah. So you guys can follow all of them. Let's see what I did last night. We did a monkey in the morning. And then I did do a game show. I was trying to think. Did I do a game show? Yes, I did. Because that was one where I wandered around for basically 2 hours accomplishing nothing. Nothing. I was just like, what the fuck am I even supposed to be doing here? But I had a lot of fun with it. So I will be wrapping that series up because 7 Days to Die is coming back. And not only will I be playing with Satsu when we get that going, but we'll be doing another season of Monkey runs around and swears at zombies. I was watching some of the gameplay footage of that today, and it looks like they made it a lot easier to kill zombies. They're not just bullet sponges anymore. This guy was one-shotting zombies by taking their heads off, which is a much better thing than was going on in Alpha 18, where you can just sit there and pump bullet after bullet into their head, and they're like, "Nah, bro."
That sounds good.
I just did my best imitation of you. Nah, bro.
Nah, bruh.
Nah, see, you do it so much better. I'm not cool when I do it. I just sound like a nerd.
All right. The queen is here. Squishy was like, I gave her ass 2 bottles. She laid down. She went to sleep for a little bit. She got back up and she just like, fuck this shit. So she ain't sleeping tonight. So
hi, Leah.
Leah.
say hi, baby. She's just smiling awkwardly, like, what's going on?
She's such a sweetheart.
She is. Wait till the next Squeedus stream. You guys get to see her in action. She is something else.
He can't get his camera right now, or if he can, he's welcome to turn on, and I'll pop him up on the screen. But
yeah, well, I could set it up real quick if you guys want.
Yeah, and then you guys can throw money at him for having a pretty baby.
Hey, baby.
Hold on, let me figure
that brings us, while he's getting that set up, onto the humpetry. And I usually start with him, but he's got a baby going on. So, Scribbles, any humpetry?
Not really, honestly. I'm sure it's already been covered. And yeah, nothing. Nothing of note.
Fair enough. Becca.
Yes.
Do you get involved in humpetry on the Twitter?
I do. I get into loads of trouble.
What kind of stuff you got?
So the Daily Wire tweeted out an article about how the military reported at least 25 encounters with UFOs. And I responded and said, sorry, but this just isn't a good time for us. Can you come out during a non-election year? You know, when our politicians aren't hell-bent on distracting us with fake outrage and fake news. So
that's the October surprise. The Pleiades contingent is going to send their representative to run against Biden and Trump.
Yeah. And then somebody tweeted out a screenshot of Gavin Newsom on Parler. I don't know if you're aware of that app.
Yeah.
But she tweeted out about the pop-up tents that are like the hotels for the homeless. And he commented back to her and said, mind your own fucking business, Maria.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
So you himself?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow.
On Parler. So seems like it's picking up over on that app. But I just was like, damn, someone obviously pissed in his Wheaties this morning.
Is it a verified account over there?
You can have a verified account, but you have to send them a picture of your driver's license. Like anyone can get a check mark over there if they just do their photo ID.
Well, I was wondering, was it really Gavin Newsom or not? That's all.
That's what Twitter was supposed to be. It was just supposed to ensure that it was you.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at the baby.
Hang on. Look at her.
Baby.
She's so cute.
She's a big girl.
She's a big girl. And that hair, I love her hair, dude.
Her mom keeps trying to do it, but every time she does it, man, she wakes up and it is exactly how it was before. Like,
yeah,
ain't a lot you can do with her. I put a pick in her hair, and she's been trying to grab it for like 2 minutes.
But that's all I had. Just those two things.
Fair enough. Jack, you got any of the humpetry?
Not really. I haven't been doing too much. So I've mostly been tweeting and responding to various shenanigans with the Chaz, whatever the hell they're calling it now. That's been my current obsession.
All right. Satsu, you got anything?
Not a lot. I was on the internet for just a little bit today, and the one thing I know I remember off the top of my head is Nancy Pelosi forgetting. I saw that video of her forgetting George Floyd's name.
Oh yeah.
Which was hilarious because it wasn't even close. Like, I don't know who the fuck that person is she named, but it was not George Floyd.
I mess up names all the time, but this is her talking about how important it was to honor him.
Yeah, like the great importance. And I also I did a little bit of in some of the groups I'm in, some of the gaming groups over on Facebook. They're talking about The Last of Us 2. Mm-hmm. And there was just kind of a thread going on, so I dropped my opinion in there. And I've pretty much come to the conclusion that I'm just not gonna do it anymore because people, like, you would think people had an actual, like, they got some shares in Naughty Dog or something, and they're like, I'm like, dude, y'all are so fucking serious about this. Like, it is, oh my god, like, I just want to talk about the game. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Tell me why. But people are like, if you say you like the game, people get literally offended, like straight up, like fuck you, dude. How could you even say something like that? And I'm just like, okay, I just I didn't hate it. And they like, this, and one of the comments that I put, my comment was exactly, the game is fine, the story is fine, but it needs work. Everybody's blowing this out of proportion. And he was like another what was it? Another journo pawn who thinks the game is a perfect 10. And I'm just like, I literally didn't even say that.
Right.
I specifically didn't say that, but just like, y'all need to get it together. This too much. It's a video game, man. I know.
Exactly.
I said the same thing.
Them eyes. Oh my gosh, she's got such big, beautiful eyes.
She does. She got mama's eyes.
That's a heartbreaker right there, man.
Oh,
I forgot something. You mind if I jump in real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a sheriff out of Texas who obtained some video of a postal worker throwing mail-in ballots in the dumpster.
Oh.
And two random people pulled him out. And apparently this is an ongoing thing. So I'm going to post the tweet that he dropped. He's running for re-election, and these affect him, obviously.
Wow. Don't worry, guys. Mail-in balloting is nothing to worry about.
Bless you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, it's not an
Real
issue
quick, Satsu.
apparently.
I hereby find Satsu guilty of wrongthink. To the gulag with him.
Well, I don't know. Like, I've never really understood the concept of getting upset at a person because they like something you don't. Like, I've gotten upset at the thing because I don't like it. But if somebody came to me and was like, I like it, then I'd be like, oh, well, I don't. And that was kind of it. Like, I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you some type of retard? Like, you like this thing, or are you stupid? And a lot of people, like I said, saying that you like this game is a personal attack to them. Like, you have offended them and their livelihood somehow. And I'm just like, it's not that deep, people.
well, the whole like, you like that, you're stupid. That sounds like something I would have heard in third grade.
Yeah, it's just like
it's childhood logic, and also it's also the, you have to be so loyal to your side of the argument or your side of the moral counter or something that anything that even steps on it becomes that person is evil, and I have to defend my side because I've now tied my personal morality to defending this thing, whatever the heck it is.
Thank you, Officer Buck, who says, stop simping for Druckman, you shill.
Yeah, Satsu.
Damn it, Satsu.
What he said was, the one dude said, he said, this game is absolute trash, a complete disgrace and train wreck. He said, if anybody in their right mind would give this game anything above a 7, then you must be out of your mind. And I'm just like, wait, when was 7 absolute dog shit? Like, what? Y'all standards are fucked, man. Like, holy shit, that's it? A 7 to you is complete and utter trash? I'm just like, all right, y'all ain't worth talking to. It's too hostile up in here. I put up my hands and I walked out. I didn't want to get shot. I'm just like, no. I just didn't hate it. That's all, guys. Yeah, they were not too pleased with that.
Throw money at Satsu. That cutie needs all kinds of toys. Not Satsu, the girl.
Oh shit! I actually closed my Streamlabs too. I should probably open that up. I didn't mean to.
I'm looking at this live stream that Jack sent over of the chopper, Chaz or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from the news footage or some of the cell phone stuff, I haven't actually seen the interior of this place. Yeah, it looks like a complete trash dump right now.
Oh, that's the cleaner part too.
Is it? Okay.
You should see over by the precinct. It looks like a homeless encampment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they were going to leave it a mess though when they left. Like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It looks like a third world country.
Yeah, there's spray paint on everything. The ground, buildings, barricades. There's pop-up tents everywhere. People sleeping tents, trash, poop. You name it. That place is disgusting. It's going to cost a fortune to clean it up.
Becca.
Yes.
Does does seeing Squeetus make you want to have more kids?
Mhm.
No, I am done. 100% done.
You.
Everybody should have more kids.
I could possibly be ready for grandkids. My oldest is 19, so it's possible.
Oh yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah.
I know.
We need more kids. Unless you guys are ugly, then stop fucking. If you're out there and you're ugly, make sure you double bag it. Because nobody needs more ugly in this world. There's enough ugly in this world.
Oh, so Monkey practice or advocates for eugenics. Thanks, Monkey.
I don't want ugly people running around. You ever been to a Walmart? It's depressing.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you, Mr. Scott, for the donation. In a land where logic doesn't seem to exist, one man stands strong. He uses his mental aikido to deliver logic to the masses. Watch Scribe as he fights idiots in the battle of wits in free-range justice in YouTube theaters now.
That's great. Free range justice. Yeah, because it's like a world without prisons. What do I call this? Okay.
Angry says, all I have to say about what I see is in baby voice, look at them teeth. Oh yeah, she got like 4 on the bottom and she got 2 up top.
She's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And she got that
It's
little
like she
awkward
just
smile
opened it so we could see him.
Yeah. A little awkward smile she does sometimes when she's like, I should probably be laughing at this, but I'm not sure why. That face is so hilarious. What?
Satsu, you got any more humpetry?
No, that's pretty much all I get into.
Y'all look at that cute baby while I do mine. Bruni, thank you. Oh, this is over here, and it's a longer one, so I gotta go there to read it. Thank you so much. The logic of if you like this, then you're stupid is the same argument as saying that white nationalists are terrible people without addressing any of their arguments or our grievances, any of our arguments or grievances. Effectively, anytime you got time for debate, I've got time. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, man, at the end of the day, not everybody is the same, and not everybody's going to like or dislike something for the same reasons. Just to dismiss them off that simple fact is just ridiculous to me.
She's starting to rub her eyes, man.
Okay, that's because she's still sleeping. She was sleeping when she was in the room. She just she got a little separation anxiety going on.
Aw, poor kiddo. Do I really only have one thing? I know I saw more than one thing, but this is the one that I have right at the top here. There's an opinion piece over in I want to say this clearly, the Washington Times. It says George and Martha Washington enslaved 300 people. Let's start with their names. And it's an article all about how bad George Washington is and how maybe getting rid of things with Washington on them is a good idea. In the Washington it's in the Post. The Washington Post.
Oh, okay. You said the Washington Times. I was like, okay.
Either way, you're writing this in a publication named after Washington.
Well, is it an editorial?
Yeah, I said opinion piece.
Yeah, okay. Then they don't give a shit.
But
it's not a Washington Post employee or editorial staff, is it?
No, well, I don't know, but
okay, yeah,
it's posted in the Washington Post.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna
send
do?
that shit to the New York Times? At least be smart about it.
Wait, you're asking for intelligence from anybody associated with the Washington Post, even opinion columnists?
Yes.
Well, enjoy your life.
Enjoy those high standards.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you guys a video in the chat here. You guys can check it out. It's really short. You don't have to see the whole video. It's just a picture. Look at the still frame it starts on. This is what's left of the Chaz Garden.
Oh, yeah.
And all that's there is dead grass.
Yay.
They killed all the grass there?
Yeah, it's all they managed to do.
Oh, God.
With all that cardboard that they laid down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are so dumb.
Not only did they not manage to make anything live, they killed things. But well done.
Wow, you mean, I was about to say communism or socialism. What are you going to get?
Yeah. They tried it. They got it right.
Let's see.
Up on
I'm still getting morons upset with me about my comment to Adam Schiff yesterday.
What'd you say to Adam Schiff?
Well, Adam Schiff said the scientific evidence is undeniable. Masks save lives. He went on to say some other shit, but that's the first thing he said. And I simply said, I don't know if masks help, but this isn't science. It's all based on anecdotal evidence. There have literally been no studies done on this. They have not taken the studies that are done are just like, okay, there's less people sick here and they wore masks. They have not taken a group of sick people and a group of healthy people and broken them up into different groups, masks, without masks, and done different experiments to see whether or not the masks help people not get sick. That would be science. If you're just going, there seems to be less sick people over there, that's not science. And that's all I said. And tons of people, you're a Trump supporter. Or this one, you just don't want to protect others because you're selfish. I'm like, I didn't say fuck all about actually wearing them.
Mm-mm.
When I go in public, I wear a mask. But to call that science, especially to call it undeniable science, is bullshit. And those people are very mad, very mad.
Can your science explain how the shaman can summon lightning? No, it's therefore forbidden and useless.
Fuck you. Trying to have a point here, Jack.
Oh, my bad. Have it.
The sheer amount of canned responses I got to this of people telling me either I didn't care or that I'm just a Trump bot or my favorite that I just watched Fox News was actually a little bit surprising to me. I didn't expect that many because I didn't actually question anything other than him calling it science. It's not. What else we got?
Science.
Yeah.
Maybe the other sleeve stacks in his cave decided to voice their opinion on the matter. Because
sure.
The Altrusians have a different form of science than the Marshals. So.
And then the other one, I talked about it briefly earlier, but Joe Biden tweeted out, children should be released from ICE detention with their parents immediately. This is pretty simple, and I can't believe I have to say it. Families belong together.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I laughed at it, too. I responded with, I believe they should be reunited 10 feet below the U.S.-Mexican border. To which somebody replied this. You want to talk about some overreactions? Poor Trumpard, all upset and triggered and racist as fuck.
Racist? Did he think they were taking a pit along the border and burying them?
I'm not sure. I just responded, though, that I picked up my argument on illegals from Obama. So, yeah, that's all the humpetry I have. So let's focus on Becca. Go ahead.
I wish somebody would take Obama's speech, put it in a quote and make it look all fancy, put it in a meme or whatever, and then say, fresh out of Trump's mouth, and see how far it goes.
Well, have you seen that video where a guy went around giving quotes from he told the people that they were from Trump, but they were all from the 2016 Democratic candidates.
Yeah.
And every one of them, they're like, that is horrible. Why would Trump say that? And then he's like, well, it was actually said by Senator Kamala Harris. And they're like, I see what she was saying.
I see where she was going from. Well, you just misinterpreted. You took it out of context.
One of the guys, he actually goes, I didn't know they said that. I get all of my news from Twitter. And it's like, oh God. All right.
Is that better or worse than getting all your news from Trevor Noah?
I think it's about the same.
Oh, okay.
Fair, yeah, it was Campus Reform. Thank you, Nuts, who did the video. So if you guys want to go find it and watch it, it's funny as hell because those college students are mad as hell when Donald Trump was supposedly the one who said it. And some of it is, kind of like, that's a little questionable, but is what it is. Becca,
Yes.
tell us about yourself, sweetie.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Everything.
How tall are you? Let's start with that.
I knew that was where we're going.
I am 5'0" nothing.
Oh my god.
You're a short little redheaded kid.
I am.
Uh-oh.
Do you have a soul?
I have as many as I want to steal that day.
Fair. You scared Sweetest.
She does that when she gets irritated. She'll do like whenever she gets annoyed. I don't know why, but like I guess it calms her down. She'll get mad and she'll be crying, and then she'll do that, and then she'll stop crying.
I'm gonna start doing that when I get annoyed. Talking to somebody in customer service or something, and then just not hearing one. Imagine if Karens did that instead of screaming and shouting, the world would be a better place.
The world would be a much more hilarious place, at least.
It would
Yeah, it
look
would.
like the Gungans and Phantom Menace.
Fair enough. For the 4 people who like that movie. Just saying.
So,
Yo.
Becca, have you ever started a fire just for the sake of it?
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of open case files in Los Angeles. They'd like a word.
I have never been to LA,
Uh-huh.
so I stick to Texas most of the time.
Yeah, that's what Ted Cruz said too, but we all know he's the Zodiac.
I still
I
love
took
the
notes.
Zodiac thing.
I do too. It's great.
Aw,
Oh.
she's having a time of it.
Cranky baby.
She's so cute though.
Cranky baby.
Hmm.
She's
almost
actually-
a year old.
She's a happy, cranky baby, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my kids, when they wouldn't sleep, man, they were terrors.
Mine too.
Do
Still
your
music
kids?
tattoo.
Do your kids have souls?
Yes. None of
Are they
them.
ginger?
No.
Okay.
So the older 2 are half Hispanic, and my youngest is just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl. So you know,
Aha.
I got diversity in my house.
Did your kids come here illegally?
No,
Okay. I have to ask these things. I want to be consistent.
they're not anchor babies either.
Hmm.
Oh, so
But-
you're not from Norway or something?
Nah, and
Oh,
their dad is legal, so
Have you ever been to Mexico?
no, I have no desire to go either.
Well, it's a shithole. Don't go there.
Yeah, I've heard.
Do Karens have souls? Yes, but they're shattered. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn it over to you. Remember, we have a guest here. We have 2, technically. I mean, I know Jack's around often, but he's still a guest here.
yeah.
He's- He's got his feet up on the table, but it's okay. Questions, comments, concerns, throw them into chat now. We'll do our very best to ignore them as much as possible as I ask Becca inappropriate questions about herself and her family.
Yay.
When was the last time you dressed up for Halloween, Becca?
This past Halloween,
What'd you dress up as?
a killer clown.
No.
That's not even funny.
It was hilarious for me.
I don't like clowns.
I love Halloween, and I
I
love
love Halloween
clowns.
too, but clowns are evil. So the redhead likes dressing up as a clown. That makes sense. Cryptic, thank you. Sweet Pea is an anchor baby. Who's Sweet Pea?
Is that the baby from Popeye?
Yes,
Oh.
actually.
Very good. Olive oil and sweet pea.
So Copper Cab isn't one of your kids. Is that true, Becca?
That is true. I think he's actually a couple years younger than I am, so that would be weird if he was my kid.
You don't have to give an exact age, but what's the age range for you? How old are you, ish?
I will be 39 this year.
Oh, so you're kind of in our crowd. You're an oldie too.
Old.
Yeah.
Old people.
Oh.
Thank you, Okie Native. Was it a killer clown from outer space?
No.
There you go. A ginger and a Mexican does not compute. Love knows no bounds, sir. Becca, do you stream during human hours?
I'm human and I stream, so yes.
But you're a redhead.
According to some, I'm my own race.
I don't have a problem with redheads, as I've made clear many times. Oh, there's some kind of march or some kind of long procession going through the chop right now.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the particulars of this, but Jack did mention that there's supposedly the police are coming in. Reportedly, they're going to be moving in at 8 o'clock, which is 11 p.m. Eastern time. So in about half an hour, supposedly the police are going to be going through there. And
oh boy,
yeah.
That rumor was on every stream I watched. Like Man on the Street were saying it in those little speeches that the pseudo leadership was doing. They had a little rally out in front of the precinct. They were saying it, and then there's another little get together over on the Ball Diamond, and they were saying it there too. So I don't know where this information came from, but it is spread like wildfire across there.
Yeah.
Monkey, can you approve the follow on Parlor? I would have to remember my sign in for it. I went over there and grabbed my name. That's all I did. So guys, I'm having a baby girl September 2nd. What is the feelings I should know about baby girls? Or what are the things I should know about a baby girl? One, you're going to get wrapped around her finger quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And they will steal your soul and shatter it many times. And little girls are mean.
Also true.
They're sweethearts, but they're mean.
Mm-hmm.
They will smile while they break you.
Yeah, they can be nice even the first several years and stuff, but eventually you'll see it and you're like, oh. Oh, Monkey was right. No, one, congratulations. And that's awesome. I love my baby girl. I really do. But yeah, they'll break your heart, man. They don't even mean to. They'll just shatter your world one day. Lords of the Night and Guess, would you try for a limited time only Sour Patch Kids Chips Ahoy cookie? What? No.
That sounds disgusting.
Sour candy and chocolate? Huh. You guys? Anyone?
No. Not doing it.
No.
No takers.
No.
Mm-mm.
Monkey, you're rough, sir. I've been using my lotion. Come on, that was funny. How dare you?
It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again.
That's exactly where my mind went.
And Mr. Scott wants to know how Bubba's Better Butter brand came about.
Oh gosh. Johnny Bonsacco likes to ask people what they would do with butter. And it just blossomed into Bubba's Better Butter brand. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Squish.
Can you guys hear me now?
Now I can.
Okay, yeah, my mic stopped working for some reason.
I was wondering, you got real quiet.
She got real quiet.
Tell Squish I said hi. How dare you?
Monkey says hello.
Hello.
She was laughing at her that whole time. She was turning around laughing at her mom.
She has the sweetest hello. Hello. I get a different hello when we're off stream.
Yeah, a very different one. She threw him off one day.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. Oh, Lords, would y'all try a corned beef sandwich with some moist cornbread and a chilled glass of cherry Coke?
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I would. I'd try that.
Cornbread's probably a little extra, though.
You know, it went with moist, so I'm good. Monkey's all about the moist, as you guys know.
Faux show.
Your child is older than you were when you were pregnant. Is that why you said that commercial or that comment about grandchildren? What?
Huh? What?
But Becca
My-
mentioned that her oldest is old enough to have kids.
Yeah, my oldest is 19. So
Yeah, so you were what, 20 when you had him?
I was 19.
Oh, there you go. So he's asking if that's why you said that you could be a grandma at any time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, with me, that was 17, and I was so happy that my daughter and my sons did not follow in my footsteps.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
rough having kids that young.
It is, but I got to kick him out of the house when I was still young.
Very true.
Unfortunately, my neck was broken, and I don't get to do anything. Cryptic, thank you. Fact: Popeyes was a druggie. No, he did spinach, man.
That green.
He freebase spinach.
She's trying to grab the mic. No.
She wants to be a streamer.
Oh, she's learning what the word no means too, and it is absolutely hilarious. I was sitting down on the bed, and I had the remote there, and she likes to play with the remote and change the channel on the TV. So she was getting ready to touch it. And I told her no. She flipped over so hard that she kept rolling. She was just like, "Holy shit, what do you mean?" And I'm like, "Don't touch it." And she reached her hand out to touch it. I'm like, "Don't you do it." So she started smiling and babbling at me. I'm like, you're not about to get this with cuteness. Like, don't you touch it. So she turns around, crawls off, and I'm still looking at her. So she turns back to see if I'm watching her. And then she lays out and stretches her arm out to try to grab it. And I'm like, girl, you think you slick?
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You told her no, and so she throws a little fit, and she turns over and smiles because she knows that smile will work.
She thought it would work.
Right.
It didn't.
That's the evilness of girls, man.
They're evil. Adorably evil.
Do you think your Jax can type at Becky? I don't understand that question. Did you realize that if the five of you met in real life together, the men would tower over Becca even if she wore heels? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's
be like,
how my day is all the time. Anytime I go in public, everyone's taller.
it's because you're a midget.
I am.
Lords of Night, will you have any guests on for the debates like Sinatra, Polly, Drunkle, Jack? I love having Drunkle on during that stuff because he doesn't. English politics is so much different, and you add that to Drunkle, and it is funny to watch. But I don't know. Why?
Yeah.
We're not enough for you, man.
Nah, we ain't entertaining enough.
Nah.
Have you heard of Last Pass? No. Anyone?
Nope.
No.
There you go. That's a big no from the crew.
What that baby doing?
I don't know. She keeps tilting over.
Did you hear that Mississippi is changing its flag? I heard that they had voted to do so. It's still got to be signed, or it's gone through one of their legislators and then legislative branches, and it's got to go through the other one. Their chambers, not branches. Not to pull an AOC here. One of their chambers got to go through the other one, and the governor said they'd sign it. So,
What did they going to replace it with? A giant middle finger?
yes. Did you realize the only ones who aren't parents on the stream are English majors?
Oh.
I feel really judged right now. It's not wrong, but I feel judged.
That's just hurtful.
We didn't want to get married.
That is not nice. Oh, shit.
You guys did describe.
Do you guys think the evil spirits that possess Chuck E. Cheese animatronics will disappear from the abandoned restaurants and roam the countryside to eat children?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, anyone?
I was sad to hear that.
Have they made that movie yet?
No, but there's fucking 6 books out now. The 7th one's coming out next month.
I don't understand these things.
The fucking lore is extensive as hell, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese is Little Butt's favorite place on the planet. And if the ones here close down, then she's going to be sad. She even told her little cousin, when the virus is over, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Not really breaking news, but The mystery over what happened to Dr. Disrespect has deepened because Dr. Disrespect tweeted this out a few minutes ago. Champions Club. Twitch has not notified me on the specific reason behind their decision.
Oh.
So, I mean, granted, he's being honest. What?
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect got kicked off Twitch, yesterday in the midstream? And yeah, apparently even he doesn't know why.
So
Those Sour Patch Kids Chips Ahoy things are real. They're for a limited time only. Good, because they're going to make a lot of people vomit.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds interesting.
Sounds disgusting. Mash, just thank you for the donation, which I just read from her other one. I appreciate the donation. Those Sour Patch Kid Chips Ahoy cookies are a real thing. They're available for a limited time. That sounds disgusting. I would not put that in my mouth.
I'd try it. Just to try
That's
it.
gross.
I wouldn't buy it, but if somebody had it, I'd try it.
Buy some Sour Patch Kids at Chips Ahoy and eat them together.
Nah, I feel like they did something to make it work. I don't think it was that simple. I feel like there was a process.
I don't think you can make that work.
I don't know, man. Sweet and salt, sour, sweet and sour.
Sounds disgusting.
Lords of Night, society will end. How do y'all want it to go? Giant meteor, zombies, or communists? Zombies, yeah.
Yeah.
That will be the time where the gamers will rise up and rule the earth.
That's right.
Like, we are prepared. As long as they ain't running zombies, we good.
Yeah, especially for me. Jack, what did you say?
I'm going meteor. Get it over with. Nice and quick.
Scribbles, how you want to go?
What are my options again?
Meteor, zombies, or communism?
Yeah, meteor.
Notice none of us chose starving to death. Let's see. Dear Lords of Night, will you have... Oh, I already read that one. That's... You guys can repeat your questions, but I am reading them. I go from the top, and when I announce questions, I start from where I announce it and just keep scrolling until I get them all. Monkey and Becca, were your kids as cute as Satsu's? My kids were fucking adorable. They still are.
Same.
I have none.
My baby just lucky she don't look like me.
No, we've had people like, you guys should have kept having children. They were so cute. I'm like, yeah, I know, but my wife wouldn't let me. But now I can fuck all the time.
Look, because they're cute is a horrible reason to have kids.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Terrible reason.
Why? What's a better reason?
Because I want to be a parent.
Because they're adorable. I don't want to have ugly kids.
Okay, and what if you have a kid and it's ugly?
Yeah, what
You
would
send
do
it
then?
back.
Oh, like Huxley?
You bring up some Hollywood star and be like, look, I got this kid. It kind of looks like it's from a foreign country. His eyes don't match.
Oh, no.
I still have the warranty.
Yeah. You ain't got to do much more than that.
I was told that after a few months, the baby was going to not look like a shoe.
What?
Angry ass. Will you guys ever get over yourselves? No? You met me? I'm fucking awesome.
I haven't even come up to the same level as me yet.
I'm not even on my own level.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Thank you, Cryptic, who says, no, Chuck E. Cheese would mean no more Nathan Dunlap. Who's Nathan Dunlap?
I don't know.
You know, the guy who died in the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic and now haunts all the stores.
Ranting Monkey is wrong. 85% of episodes, Popeye Spinach was consumed through his pipe and do have any desire to play Horizon Zero Dawn. How is that wrong?
Who?
Because I said he freebased it?
No. Who counted up how many times and in what different ways Popeye ate his spinach to have that percentile?
Who knows?
Good Lord.
Probably Sanguine.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, mystical swords and how many times Popeye snorted spinach.
Why do I have two Beccas?
Two Beccas!
Oh no, they're multiplying!
I don't know what happened.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Have to kill one of them.
We did.
My Wi-Fi dropped me, I think.
Ah.
There was an echo.
And Horizon Zero Dawn. Somebody remind me what that game is.
It's the game with the red-haired chick who is like out in the wilds or whatever. She uses the premise of the game is like they still live primitively, but all the animals and shit are robotic.
Yeah, okay.
It's fun. It's a good game.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, all the wildlife and stuff in this game, even though they still live primitively, all the wildlife is robotic. Like they're all.
Oh, so it's like projecting into the future what Dr. Robotnik did.
Basically.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I had a good time playing it. I streamed the whole thing, I think. If I remember correctly. Good game.
What sci-fi world would you live in that had no prisons? Which ones had no prisons?
Right.
What sci-fi world would I live in that has no prisons? Has no prisons?
That's what it said.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking of like Escape from L.A., except that L.A. itself was just one giant prison. And like if you think of a movie like Elysium, technically all the surface of the earth was one big prison. So I can't think of a sci-fi future where there are no prisons, unless it's like some kind of post-apocalyptic thing where there's just so few people that prisons don't matter.
Kenyon asks, what's the deal with Trump being blamed for something to do about Russian bounties on American troops? He's not being blamed for the bounties. So reportedly, there's a Russian unit of their intelligence agency over there that was paying Afghans to target coalition forces, including Americans, and giving them bounties for it. This was found out back in March, if I remember the date correctly. And there's people upset that Trump didn't do anything. But the White House has come out and said Trump nor Pence was informed of this. So that's where we are in the story as of now. Well, Lords, what's your favorite use of corn? Doritos.
Yeah, I'll go with Doritos.
I just like it on the cob.
I've heard that about girls. Ribbed for your pleasure. What was that? I'm sorry, Satsu.
I said probably Doritos. I can't think of a better answer to that.
Scribbles, how you like your corn?
On the cob, I suppose.
It gets stuck in your teeth, and I hate it.
Would you try apple pie flavored Kit Kats? They taste like apple pie. Yes, I love apple pie. Does it still have the chocolate on it though? Because I don't know about chocolate apple pie. I don't like chocolate and fruit. I mean, it's okay with strawberries, but otherwise, I'm not a big like chocolate covered cherries and all that shit. I'm not a fan.
Mm-mm.
You're a woman and you don't like chocolate covered cherries?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Just because two things are good on their own doesn't mean you need to combine them and ruin it.
Anyone know anything about Chaos Eve and Talik's YouTube video being taken down for violating guidelines? Nope. Hadn't even heard of it.
Golf City says fuck corn.
Oki, thank you. Mashed, fermented, and distilled. Best use of corn. All right, it's got some Alkies in the house.
Alkies.
Try some Doritos, man.
Doritos.
You mean the zombies aren't taking over right now? No, these are hippies. They smell the same, but they're still alive.
Yeah, actually, zombies probably smell better.
There's a good chance.
Because they're just rotting flesh. They're not also fecal matter and patchouli.
Wait a minute. Squeedus isn't a parent or an English major. Fair enough, but I think they meant adults. Adults on the stream. Oh, Lords, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
No.
No.
We already did. Go look outside.
Snatching my headphones out because she rude.
Devil Fruit Zero says Dark Souls 3 good at 75% off, question mark.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Especially if you like that kind of game.
Pick it up.
I enjoyed 3. 1 is still my favorite, though.
You don't
forget, guys, tons of great sales over there on the Steam right now in the summer sale. There are a lot. I like the sale this year a lot better than last year. I'm not picking anything up so far because I have everything that I've seen that I want. But I've been checking the prices and stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of really good ones. 7 Days to Die, $8.99 right now, guys. Go pick it up. Alpha
I just
19.
grabbed a bunch of VR games. That's all I did.
Of course you did.
Look,
You don't
man,
break all the shit in your house doing that.
I only almost broke the TV, and that was one time. God damn.
How long have you had it?
A little over a month.
Okay, so if you break one major appliance a month, how long is it going to take you to get rid of all your major appliances?
I only hit my TV. I didn't break it. I actually touched my TV.
Where are we at? Every kid is ugly except to the parents, so the parents don't abandon them. That's just not true.
That's not true. I knew this lady who everybody was like, "Your baby's ugly," and she was like, "God, I know."
Oh.
She like I love him. He's like, and she used to call him her little pug because she like pugs are ugly, but they're cute too. And I'm just like, that is not nice. I mean, but like her baby was objectively ugly. Like
That's why she changed his name legally to Pugsley.
there was no way around it. Girl, what are you doing?
Look, I will not tell you every baby is cute. I've actually said that many, many times. But I've seen a lot of cute babies that are not my own and not in my line, my lineage. So, did you know, or do you know the story of Moses? That's what happens to ugly babies. Oh,
Oof. So the alligators with you. Oh shit! Now he's a prince.
They went to the desert for 40 years.
I have a feeling you read a different version of the Bible than I did.
They're talking about the Prince of Egypt.
I'm trying to find questions, comments, concerns. Throw them in the chat, people. Don't forget, ask Becca things. She's new here. It's okay. She'll answer. She seems to be pretty open with her opinion.
Yep.
Scribe Light, restorative justice uses the Native American style of punishment. Egregious crimes use exile as punishment. I'm not sure where they're going to send them, though.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They've never. I mean, I think one of the 5 or 6 speakers I've looked at actually said something to the effect of restorative justice makes sense for less than the worst crimes or something like that. Aside from that one person, they've never explicitly said, what do you do with the worst people? Like, what exactly is the procedure for a serial rapist or a murderer or a serial fraudster or anything like that? What do you do with those people if talking to them and trying to figure out the pain they cause doesn't really seem like it's going to do much for the safety of the community?
Yeah, but they're using that old thing like exile back in the Native American world had horrible consequences, likely death. Doing it now, like, all right, I'll move to the next county and I'll just come over here to rape people. It's vanilla ice cream flavored white chocolate on the wafers. Are you talking about the apple pie one? Then absolutely not. I will not eat that shit. I don't eat white chocolate. It's gross. It's not chocolate. They need to name it something else. They need to name it white shit because that's what it is. And for those of you who like white chocolate, shut up, you're wrong. What about chocolate covered strawberries? I do like those. Those are actually pretty good.
Just something that came up on this whole parlor thing.
Yeah.
There's a clause in its agreement that says that you, the user, will be held to pay for any legal expenses arising from your access to the application.
As long as 230 is in place, then that's meaningless.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would do that or what that's supposed to do.
Aaliyah disagrees with that clause.
What if zombie is one of those clickers?
Oh, the clickers, they're blind. You'll be all right. Just be quiet.
Oh, Lords, where's the center of Asian commerce? San Francisco.
K-pop.
K-pop. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, no, we have another would you eat person here. Lords of Night, would y'all eat 1/3 pound smoked Texas brisket, 1/3 pound smoked sausage, a half rack of ribs, potato salad, coleslaw, and a Lone Star beer? All at once?
Yeah.
It depends on who made the potato salad and coleslaw.
Can we all like go at it at the same time? Because
Yeah, it's like a family meal, dude.
I like a lot. Let's make a mukbang channel, guys. Let's all make
We'll all
food.
get fat and happy.
Yeah, let's eat it live on stream. We're all just gonna make something and have our cameras up and just eat live. Y'all don't have to show y'all faces. Y'all can do neck up mukbangs, people like that.
Harvos asks, is Fallout New Vegas a good buy? Yes. I don't care what the price is on it right now. Yes, that is a good buy.
New Vegas is fun.
For a lot of people, it's their favorite Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
I dare say most of those people didn't play 2 or don't like the style of 2, but yeah, a lot of people, that's their favorite. I bet that TV learned its lesson, though.
Oh, yeah, for me punching. Dude, I was trying to stab somebody on, was it Sword and Sorcery or whatever? That game is addictive. That game, you really get into it, and it's the only VR game that I've played that I really have a trouble like finding out where I am in the room, even though there's like a little guideline you can set up. And you get so into murdering these people in all the most creative ways that you can. Sometimes I get a little carried away. It happens. Don't break my TV because.
Mr. Scott asks, what is your favorite Bubba's Better Butter brand advert?
Oh,
That one.
That one.
Just told me her favorite. It looked like she was trying to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Becca. Somebody's finally done it. Becca, is cereal soup?
I will take the opposite stance from you just so we can argue about it.
I don't argue because people who say the opposite are wrong. I don't talk to wrong people. And what is where do you stand on tongue buttering the turtle cave?
Oh God.
Uh,
How do you feel about butt licking?
Eat the booty like grocery. Come on.
I do not participate in that. I do not give. Receive, that's on you. If you want to do it, do it.
That's a
I can
yes.
get my legs up that high. Don't you worry.
So you're saying there's a chance? Never mind.
Look, licking ass is wrong. I don't care who you are. Don't do it. You're going to end up with herpes.
Pink eye.
If Scribe shows up to your house with a toilet seat on his face, you better get the fuck out of it.
What the fuck? Bleh!
Oh, Becca, what do you do with the bodies of those you've removed the souls from?
That's classic.
See, when you take someone's soul, they're still living. They still go about their day. They don't even know about it. So
They just go to Chaz.
they go to Chaz. That's a good place for them.
Ever put ice cream on hot waffles? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Some good shit.
Does Jack Gunsky rig his games, and why is the answer yes? You answered your own question there. Okie Native says Fallout New Vegas was the best Fallout. 2 was okay. Oh, fuck you. How dare you get it so wrong? 2 was obviously the best. Fallout New Vegas was second best. How dare you, sir? Damn 3D racist.
What?
2 is in isometric. He's racist against it because it's isometric. Does Becca Furley?
Barely.
That says Furley.
Um,
I'm not saying it fairly until you spell it properly. That's my rule. You know
Oh my
it.
God.
It's German. I have no control over the spelling.
Jawohl.
You do. Wait, you have no control over the spelling? There are people who go change their sex.
It's my husband's last name.
Tell him to fix it.
Ooh, does he speak German?
No.
Oh,
Is he any relation to Mr. Furley from Three's Company?
No.
No.
But we
I
got
was-
way off the question. They want to know if you have freckled titties.
Uh,
That's a no.
Just the part that's exposed to the sun from wearing a bikini. We'll go with that.
I have freckled titties. Why have you never asked me?
Bleh!
I feel this is racist.
Bleh!
Would you try pineapple habanero gummies? Probably not.
No.
You're just burping like you a grown ass man.
When is the 7 Days to Die update release? Reportedly, it'll be Monday, but it's going to depend on how this weekend goes for all the streamers.
I'm excited.
Becca, do the soulless ones become commies?
Sure.
Yeah, that's why we said Chaz. Got to pay attention. No, just playing. I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the top of the hour, which means it is the end of the show. Thank you so very much for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so very much for the donations. You guys are so very kind, and I love you for it.
You just wanted to throw that on the floor.
Yep. Jack, anything you'd like to show before we take off, my friend?
I'll throw a link to a video in there, and thank you for the donations, everybody. You guys are awesome.
Becca, anything you'd like to show?
I will throw Johnny Bonsaco's channel in the chat. We're on his channel tomorrow night.
Satsu, Scribbles, anything coming up tomorrow?
I might do a Squeeda stream a little earlier in the day, and then Monkey, we need to try to get that 7 days stream done so we can talk about all the changes, because I haven't looked.
I was ready. You were out there beating up your TV.
That was not today. I was actually cooking and trying to make a video and failing spectacularly. No.
So keep a lookout. And Scribbles, you?
Yep. I plan on doing another TED Excellence tomorrow around the same time. Keep an eye on my Twitter. Maybe dependent on what work does to me, but fingers crossed. And won't tell you what it's going to be about because I'm not even sure yet. I've got quite the selection, so it might just be a random grab. But look out for that.
There will be a Monkey in the Morning eventually. I'll play a game sometime, and keep an eye out for me and Satsu talking about 7 Days to Die. Guys, links for all of us are down below, so check those out. Follow us on the Twitter machine so you can keep up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Becca, thank you for joining us, sweetheart.
Thank you for having me.
Jack, always a good time, my friend.
That was fun.
Satsu, Scribe, a pleasure as always, gentlemen.
Oh, you ain't gonna thank Aaliyah. It's cool. It's cool.
Aaliyah is the sweetest and cutest of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
She just agreed. Everybody, have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Bye.
Your lives make me sad.